Motivation just isn't enough. This is why I'm going to talk about why motivation isn't enough. And the reason motivation isn't enough because it actually has nothing to do with discipline. Motivation just has to do with you wanting to always feel like you have to be inspired to do something, but that's actually not true at all. You don't need to be motivated to do anything at all. You actually need to find a discipline and a consistency to what you're doing so you can do it much better. This is Just John O. The thing about motivation not being enough, motivation only happens in spurts. It doesn't usually happen every day. If you want to be consistent, you have to do something every day, and you actually have to push through the hard times. Motivation is something that I've noticed that I only have once in a while, so I don't need to be motivated to do anything, and I've learned that in the past. Motivation has never helped me in the past, so comment in the comment section below if motivation isn't the only thing that you need, and it's actually quite hard to stay motivated most of the time. Now, consistency and discipline is something you can do often, and it's actually something you can do every day. Good, I'm back, and it's Just John O. So like I was saying about the question you've ever had, which would be a good one to have, that I've had a lot of times, is why isn't motivation enough? Motivation isn't enough because it can lead into a lot of bad things. Like for my generation, it can lead into what we call brain rot. And brain rot is when you literally just go on social media and you doom scroll, and then you see a post, and then you get really motivated, and then you actually end up wanting to take action on whatever you watched, but really that always fades away. True motivation isn't even actually beneficial for you, because motivation is always something that comes in for a moment, then it leaves really quickly. Now, another reason motivation isn't enough is because whenever you're motivated about something, you could only want to be motivated to do something for a small period of time. You can never really want to do it for a long period of time. And I've noticed that's actually hindered me in the past, because I get motivated really quickly, but then the motivation seems to fade away. I don't know what the issue is. Another thing about motivation and why it's not enough is because motivation always leads you into always trying to compete for a little bit, but then once you stop competing for a little bit of time, you notice that the motivation is actually something that goes away really quickly, because whatever you were competing about fades. What you actually need to start doing and transitioning into is actually starting to do something for the long term. Now, this means doing it every day, and you won't see results for a very long time. That's what I've noticed with this channel, even though I just started out maybe a couple months ago, but it's not like you're supposed to see results immediately. You're supposed to actually go through a long haul of actually ups and downs and actually notice the adventure that you go on going through this. Now, I've noticed that if I was motivated to make this channel, I'd actually have stopped a long time ago. And if I stay motivated, actually in the future, I'll actually notice that I will quit this channel. And that is not a key thing I want to do. I want to make sure I don't have motivation, and why I should have some motivation, but mainly I should have long-term discipline. Anyways, this is Just John O. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.